So that's how you can get started with improvising over Autumn Leaves. And then for those of you that are a little bit more advanced, you can start to come up with different scale choices and break out of just kind of playing around with your G major scale, your E harmonic minor scale, and perhaps a little bit of C major in there as well. So if you want to go down that route, on the A minor 7 chord, I can play A Dorian, right? Or I could play A melodic minor, which would sound pretty cool, especially if I move that to a different scale. On the D7, there's a lot of scale choices I can do if I treat it as if it was a D7 flat 9. So I could play D Mixolydian flat 2, which is the 5th mode of harmonic major. I can fully alter it and play D altered, which is E flat melodic minor. Or I could even do D diminished with a half step first, right? It's what some people call the auxiliary diminished. And then the same, sort of the same rules apply for the B7, flat 9. Because it's flat 9, there's quite a lot of interesting and hip scale choices you can use. So I'll just demonstrate a few of those now. So here's Autumn Leaves with some other scale choices. So I'm either going to do Dorian or melodic minor on the A minor 7 chord. I'll pick one of my flat 9 choices for the D7, and I'll pick some flat 9 choices for the B7. I'm just going to introduce a little bit more harmonic color and a little more advanced melodic vocabulary here now. So here we go. Just from those few bars of playing, obviously it's a little bit bland because I'm staying pretty diatonic, but that can get you a lot of mileage just by knowing the right key center. Make sure you're playing in the right key center. So to take it to the next level, like I said, not only am I going to try and hit primarily some chord tones, but now I'm going to introduce just some chromatic passing tones and surrounding tones and some bebop vocabulary. Well, still primarily just thinking about basically key centers and focusing on thirds and sevenths, which are my strongest guide tones. Okay, so here's Autumn Leaves with some chromatic surrounding tones. In that brief little example I just played, I think I did A melodic minor, and then I did D diminished with the half step first for the D7 chord. Did some chromatic surrounding tones on the G major chord. Stuck with E harmonic minor for the first minor 2-5-1 in the key of E minor. I did E harmonic minor scale the whole time. The repeat of the A section on the 2-5-1 in G major. I did some chromatic surrounding tones, so kind of playing around with the D dominant 7 bebop scale on the A minor chord, and then I played E flat melodic minor, so D fully altered scale on the 5 chord. And then when we got to the minor 2-5 in E minor again, I did kind of E harmonic minor on the F sharp half diminished chord, but then I went to B fully altered on the B7 flat 9. So I was playing C melodic minor. Okay, so for those of you that are a little bit more advanced and you know what these scales are, you can start playing around with those scales to try and get a little more colorful and interesting melodic and harmonic choices.